Hi, I'm Lynn Bridgeford from the Aether Bios Clinic and Aether Bios Yoga, and today I want to share some exercises with you to strengthen and stretch the feet and the ankles. Get yourself a cord or a belt and either a big book or a block if you have one. Doesn't matter if you don't. Join me in a minute to get comfy. Nothing that we do will replace medical care and attention, and please be sure if you have a serious problem that you do speak to your doctor or your physical therapist. We're going to be looking at all of the bones, the lower leg bones, how they join onto the heel, the calcaneum and the talus, the bones of the arch and down the tarsals, the metatarsals. There's ligaments, there's tendons, there's muscles. What we're going to do is we're going to go into action. We always want to be careful to work within our own limits, and we want to gently stretch and not go beyond where it's comfortable for us. So we'll start with one leg, straighten it in front. So engage the quadricep, the thigh muscle, straighten the leg if you can. And we're going to point that toe away, so lengthen through the leg, point the toe as far as you can, and then draw the toes back, reach the heel away. So we're going to point and we flex. So pointing, we're lengthening down the legs, pointing the toes down, flex when we bring the toes back and extend the heel away. And again, and draw back. Relax down, take the other leg, so straighten the leg, engage the quadricep, engage the core if you can, keep yourself nice and steady. Point the toe away and lengthen through the leg, and then draw the toes back, push the heel away. Push through the toe, push through the heel. Don't worry if you don't go so far. If you're not trained in dancing, you won't go as far as I do, but just get that flexing in your own limits. It doesn't matter how far it is. Point and flex. So if you can do it together, we're going to engage the core, bring both legs up straight and point and flex. So you can do one or both. So all of these you can do one at a time, or you can do both. Then we're going to do what I call smiley toes. So we bring the feet a little apart. We're going to point the toes, and we want to really be conscious of how far we go and reach up. We're drawing a smiley face. So reach around. Nothing should hurt. You might have a few creaks, don't worry about that. And if you want to do one leg and then the other, then do that. Relax and have a little shake. Straighten the legs again. We're going to do grumpy toes, so bring the toes in and point them down. Bring them up and over. So we're moving the ankles, not the legs. There'll be a little bit of movement in the legs, but mostly in the feet and the ankles. Lift up and over. One leg at a time, or you can do both. Smiley feet and grumpy feet. And relax, have a little shake of the legs. Bring the feet on if you have a block. And we're going to just push in, so we're going to lift up the heel and we're going to bring it onto the ball of the foot. So lift the heel forwards, so we're working all the way through that arch of the foot. Lift up the heel, bring it down. Lift up like you're going on tippy toes, you're pressing the feet into the block and bring it down, or the book or whatever you have, or just on the floor. Push the heel forwards, bring it down. So we're lifting the heel, taking it forwards and pressing into the toes. And one at a time. And again, sometimes you can have tight Achilles or tight heels, back of your heels if you've got a back issue, and that can be particularly noticeable when you just get up out of bed. So it's a good idea to do this, sit on the edge of the bed before you get up and go to the loo in a hurry or anything like that and fall over. So just work these ankles, get them moving. Don't worry if there's a few creaks. Taking a belt or dressing gown cord and loop it around underneath the bottom of the foot. We're going to straighten the leg as much as you can. If you can't straighten it, just bend at the knee a little and engage the quadricep. So we're going to sit up nice and tall, keep the quadricep engaged. Either the leg is straight or it's bent a little. If you find that when you draw it back when it's straight and it pulls too much on the hamstring, then bend the leg a little, because we want to stretch in the calf and the ankle. So keep the leg straight in front of you, nice strong core. We're going to tuck the elbows in. We're not using any force. Grow nice and tall, tuck the elbows in to draw the foot back towards you, keeping it in a straight line. No force, we don't want anything screaming. Just gently breathe, draw the foot back. We're going to do the opposite action. We're going to push the belt away. So we're activating the calf, push with the toes, release the arms a little, and then relax. We stretch on and relax. So draw the toes back, tuck the elbows in, lift the chest. Breathe there, no forcing. Find the point where you find that little bit of tension. Breathe into it or back off, and then come towards the tense point gently. Breathe into it and push the toe away. Relax the elbows. Keep a little bit of activity on the calf. Relax and draw it back towards you again. If you push the body, it pushes back, so we want to meet it, greet it, and invite it to let go. And let's do the other side. So loop it underneath the other foot. Keep the core strong, straighten the leg if you can. Remember, you can bend the knee if you need to. Keep that foot as though it's in a straight plane up against a wall. Lift the chest, draw the elbows in, and draw the toe back towards you. So it may feel different to the other side. We're stretching the back of the calf and the Achilles. Drawing the elbows in, lifting the chest. Push away with the toes, so activate the calf. Relax the arms a little so it can go with you. Relax again, and on the relax we stretch. So draw the foot back towards you, tucking the elbows in. And then push the foot away. Release the arms and relax once more. Now only go as far as you can. If you've had an injury, you may not go as far as on one side than the other. Just be gentle with yourselves. Breathe and invite the body to let go. And push away. And relax down. Doing a similar exercise with a slightly different focus, we can focus on the plantar fascia. So we take the same posture, draw the elbows in and lift the toe back towards us, and then have a feeling of gently lifting up a little so that you're stretching the underneath of the foot. It'll be quite subtle, but it'll give that extra stretch. The plantar fascia under the foot is connected to the Achilles. So giving that little stretch up, careful not to overdo it. Breathe into it and relax. Take the other side, straighten the leg. I'm going to show you from the side. Draw the leg in, this is what we did before, and then you lift up a little, so you're lifting the underneath of the foot. It will give a little stronger stretch on the calf, but drop the heel down and we're stretching more in the plantar fascia. And relax. Another thing we can do for the plantar fascia, which is that long bit of fascia underneath the foot that fans out, is roll it. So if you've got a roller, you can use the roller. We want to go all the way in the arch of the foot, just gently rolling. So if you have something smaller, you can do it on that. Or if your foot is really sore underneath from plantar fasciitis, you can get a long tube of plastic and put it in the fridge and freeze it. So maybe a small water bottle. Roll that. Do the other side. You can also get little rollers in shops that are designed to be small and roll on your feet. This one is also going to work because it's knobbly. Another tool is a ball. It doesn't have to be a spiky one, it can be a tennis ball. I'm going to put that under the foot and roll. Just in the arch, not towards the toes and not on the heel. Just give a roll. You can make some circles. You can roll it backwards and forwards. Put as much or as little pressure as feels comfortable. You want to be opening and releasing in the foot. We want to heal rather than hurt. So taking the other foot and gently roll backwards and forwards. Make a few circles with the foot. Find what works for you. It should feel pleasant, a pleasant stretch. Another way we can stretch is with the feet on a book or a block, and then gently lower the heel down. So we're lengthening down the back of the calf and the other side. So push one down and then the other. It's like paddling the feet. So we can alternate that with the one where we come forwards and push into the balls of the toes. stretching all through the arch, through the metatarsals and the tarsals, and we can bring the heels down and lengthen at the back. Slightly gentler than with the belt, just find what works for you. So with the feet apart, sitting on the edge of the chair, have the feet parallel to each other and just check where the position is. We might have some overpronation or supination where the foot is rolling the opposite way. We want to work to root the four corners of the feet into the floor. Like we've got a cross going from there to there and there to there. So root the feet into the floor, keep the core strong, and we're going to draw the toes in as though we've lifted from this middle part of the foot. So right in the middle of the arch, lift up as though we were lifting up marbles. So lift up and relax. Draw the toes in, so press the toes down into the floor. Lift up in the arch, keeping the heels down, and relax. Lift the toes up, because this might be a little crampy, and relax. Lift the toes up and relax. Now again, draw the toes in along the floor, lift up in the arch, and let go. Spread the toes. See if you can lift them up and down. Then see if you can just lift the big toe up. So keeping the other four toes pressing down, lift the big toe up. Press the other four into the mat, relax down. And again, lift the big toe up, press the other four down. We're going to change that over, so we're going to lift the other four up and press the big toe down and relax it down. So press the big toe down, lift the other toes up, and again lift the big toe up, press down, hold it down there, hold the four toes down and the big toe up, and repeat big toe down, other four up, and relax. Stretch forwards on the toes, give them a little wiggle, a little ease, and then we're going to draw the toes in again. So press the feet into the mat, so we're drawing the toes in and lifting up in the arch. Draw it up and let go, and again draw up and let go. Lift the heels up, stretch the toes again. You can also do that with a soft ball if you've got a soft ball, or I've got a little cat toy here. It's a little catnip toy that the vet made for my pussycats. So we can just squeeze the toes around that and draw it up, so that might be a little less crampy. Keep the action in the feet, so really be conscious of what you're doing with the feet. Everything else is relaxed. And the other side, get something soft and grip it with the toes and draw them up. Relax, grip it with the toes and relax. Grip and draw it up. One side might be different to the other. And you can practice lifting things up with your feet. So I've spent most of my life barefoot. I'm very used to this kind of thing. It might seem strange to you. Don't worry if you can't do it. Just have a little go and see if you can start getting some more action in your feet so you can work with your toes. A gentle way to stretch the shins, as long as you are gentle, is we're going to tuck the toes underneath, so you've got the top of the foot underneath the chair. Keep your spine nice and straight and just let the knee drop down. So find the point where you're getting a stretch, gentle stretch through that foot and through the shin. So be where you can be, and we're all different shapes and sizes. And the other side, we're going to tuck the leg underneath, keep a good posture with your spine, and let the knee relax down, stretching through that calf. No force, just a gentle stretch. So have a little shake of the feet, keep the core, just shake everything out a bit, get them nice and relaxed. We're going to do some point and flex to end, point and flex, smiley toes, and grumpy toes. You can do them the same way or opposite ways. You can make circles. Good to do them slowly and really feel the edges of the movement, and watch your feet so you can see what's happening and see where the differences are. We can also do a lot of those similar things standing, so bringing your foot forwards, reaching, Keeping your posture strong and reaching forwards or changing feet. You can bring the toes up and reach them towards you just when you're standing somewhere. Take some time, draw the toes up, relax them down, draw them up, relax them down. You can do smiley feet, grumpy feet, circles, point and flex. If your balance is good or you can hold on to something. Point and flex, smiley feet, grumpy feet, circles, hold on to something if you need it. Balance is really important for our overall health, and we need to be able to learn to stand on one leg. The best way is to do it really simply. Bring the weight onto the supporting leg, straighten it into the floor. The foot is really important in this. When you've done the exercises to strengthen and stretch the foot, keep this leg strong, use the core, lift nice and tall through the top of the head, and just bring the leg up a little, so press it against the other foot. Find your balance and breathe. The other important thing is to look at something that's not going to move. So it doesn't matter if you fall down every second, keep coming back. So bring the foot up, bring it down. If you bring it down, just bring it straight back up. We're aiming to get 30 breaths. The other side, so root the foot into the floor, keep that strength in the foot and the ankle, strong legs, strong core, lift through the top of the head. Look at something that's not going to move. You can bring the hands on the hips, bring the foot up beside you, or you can take prayer position. And if you need to keep putting your foot down, that's fine. We're aiming for about 30 seconds each side. You can do it while you're brushing your teeth. And the next stage would be to do it with the eyes closed, and the next stage with the eyes closed and turning the head, so we get balance by taking the other factors out of the equation. So don't worry where you are, work with where you are at the moment. Start with a second and work up to 30 seconds on each side. It's a lot to do with the feet and the ankles, but it's to do with the whole body, rooting that foot into the floor and the focus. Another important part of foot health and our health is to get your feet on the ground and walk barefoot, grip the ground. If you've got some uneven things to walk on, as long as your ankles are strong enough, that will give them strength. For children, it's really important to have them walk along logs and different structures to build that strength and flexibility in the foot and in the ankle. Connect with the earth, and may you walk through life with lightness and ease. Thank you so much. Thank you for joining me. I'm passionate about sharing my yoga journey and all the wonderful things that yoga has to offer for our life and our benefit. And I really look forward to sharing more with you, and hope you join me more on my journey. Please like, subscribe, chat to me, ask me any questions, and connect with me on my other channels. There's YouTube, there's Instagram, there's LinkedIn, my Facebook page, my website. So thank you so much. That's Lynn Bridgeford, Aether by Yoga.